Stowaway, the unbelievable escape of Armando Socarrás Ramírez. In 1969, amid the stifling grip of communist Cuba, a 17-year-old boy named Armando Socarrás Ramírez made a decision that defied logic, borders, and biology. He was determined to escape a life of repression and limited freedom by undertaking a journey so dangerous, it seemed nearly suicidal. His plan? Hide in the wheel well of a commercial airliner and fly to freedom. Living under Fidel Castro's regime, Armando had watched his opportunities disappear one by one. The government-controlled media, rationed supplies, and restricted travel had turned his homeland into a cage. Many had tried to escape by boat, others had died trying. Armando, though young, was calculating and resolute. He believed that risking death was better than living without freedom. After weeks of observation, he snuck into Havana's José Martí International Airport. He chose a Spanish Iberia DC-8 jetliner bound for Madrid. With stunning boldness, he climbed into the aircraft's landing gear just minutes before takeoff. As the plane roared down the runway and lifted into the air, Armando was hurled into a world of deafening noise, freezing temperatures, and absolute darkness. At 30 feet, temperatures in the wheel well dropped to 40°4 C, 40°4 F, and the air thinned to a level that made consciousness nearly impossible. The cold quickly numbed his body, and soon Armando passed out. What followed was nothing short of miraculous. The flight lasted nearly 9 hours and crossed the vast Atlantic Ocean. Miraculously, as the jet began its descent into Madrid, the warmer air and increasing oxygen jolted Armando back to life. When the landing gear extended, a stunned maintenance crew discovered a frostbitten, barely conscious teenage boy clinging to life. Doctors were astonished. Not only had he survived the freezing temperatures and lack of oxygen, but he also sustained minimal injuries. He was treated for frostbite and hypoxia, and within days began to recover. Spanish authorities, moved by his courage and desperate act, allowed him to stay in the country as a political refugee. Armando's escape stunned the world. Aviation experts called it a one-in-a-million survival. Most stowaways in wheel wells die from exposure or fall when the landing gear opens mid-flight. Yet this teenager defied all odds. His story became a symbol not just of defiance against tyranny, but of the unshakable human desire for freedom. It remains one of the most daring and physically improbable escapes ever recorded. Armando Socarrás Ramírez didn't have a boat, a weapon, or a plan B. What he had was courage, hope, and a willingness to risk it all for a better life. And against every odd imaginable, he made it.